Well, first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving to all of my American viewers. Obviously Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, and the Jets gave the Wild an early Thanksgiving, little gift there with a 6-1 smack. The Jets looked terrible in this game. We're gonna get into it. Literally right from puck drop, like opening puck drop. Ref drops the puck, and Pierre-Luc Dubois gets sticked in the face. No call. That was a theme tonight. Lots of no calls on both ends. Lots of guys getting sticked. Lots of guys getting high sticked. It just was one of those where the refs kind of swallowed the whistles, unless it was just a weird penalty, just kind of a light slash. Oh yeah, that's 2 minutes. Just a weird one. But whatever. Moving on into this game. Right from the beginning, terrible. If you're a Jets fan, Jets did not look like they had their feet underneath them to start this game, and that was a trend moving into the second period, as it was only 1-0 at the end of the first. Jets were outshot 16-6, and that's not acceptable. You can't be running around your own end all game long. It's just not how you're going to win hockey games. And then to start out the second, just when you thought maybe the Jets would make some locker room adjustments, that did not happen. 2 goals for the Wild in the first 4 minutes of the period. And so 3-0 Wild. The Jets would push back quite a bit, actually. They played pretty good for about 10 minutes. Kyle Connor would score his 6th of the season from Mikey Eyssimont and Josh Morrissey. So, Mikey Eyssimont is a guy that I'm going to talk about probably a little bit more in this video. He played really good tonight. I was really impressed with him. He was one of the few Jets that you actually noticed on TV. Connor just ripped a nice shot, but for the most part, that first line was pretty invisible. Sam Gagner didn't have a very nice night on that first line. I believe near the end of the game, he actually did get taken off of that first line. It just wasn't a pretty game. And once they shut down the top 6, I don't know, man. Nobody really had an answer for the Wild today. It was just kind of a gross one. And Jets got out-hustled, out-coached. Wasn't pretty. But despite that all, the Jets are only down 2 goals headed into the third period. All they have to do is kill off the rest of their penalty that they took at the end of the second period. Oh, but that didn't happen. Kirill Kaprizov, you might have heard about that guy before, scores his 11th of the year on the power play, 28 seconds into the third. And then about 6 minutes later, it would be Marcus Foligno scoring his 2nd of the game, 3rd of the season. And not too long after that, it was Matt Boldy scoring his 7th, again on the power play. Jets haven't allowed a power play goal in 11 games coming into this one, and today they allowed 2. Axel Johnson-Fishelby didn't look very good today, standing around a lot. Adam Lowry, one of those guys that was standing around a ton. Blake Wheeler had an especially bad game today. Just takes bad penalties, not back checking. That was the reason for one of those goals there in the third period. And I don't know, not a pretty game from the former captain. Cole Perfetti, he was trying out there, just wasn't working for him. Dubois, really quiet. Just a lot of guys weren't having good nights. They shut down the top line. But I will say, guys that did have a good game tonight, and a pairing that I was really impressed with that was pretty low event, was Dylan Samberg and Ville Heinola. Since Heinola's call-up, this is his 2nd game. He's filling in for Dylan DeMello right now, and I think he's done a great job. You're seeing him in the last game being pretty responsible outside of like 1 turnover. But if you watch Neil Pionk tonight and the last game, and a lot before that, he makes a lot more turnovers, I think, than Heinola has in his 2 games there. You guys can argue with me about that, but I thought Heinola's played a really clean game, and if you disagree, I think you're just looking for a reason not to like the guy, to be honest. But anyway, I digress. Ville and Samberg, great game. Really proud of those guys. I'm really happy that both of them are playing at the same time currently. Those guys should be in the lineup, in my opinion. I know Dylan DeMello's good and everything, but I think if the Jets are looking to move a defenseman for a forward, if one of those top 6 guys goes, I think you got to put Ville in. I think he's deserved a little bit more runaway here, and I would be really happy to see him play more with Dylan Samberg. Samberg is just super responsible out there, and one thing that I realized with Ville, especially in this game, is he's playing with more physicality. He was going up against Chad Greenway, and that is not a small man. That guy is 6'5", pushing 225. That is a big dude. and he's battling with them, man. You didn't see that from Billy even last season, but now, look at that, man. If he continues that, I think Rick Bowness is going to see that, and I'm sure he saw that tonight. And, you know, I don't know. I really like that from Billy, showing that, you know, he can hang. He can hang with those bigger guys, because that's a big criticism that, oh, he's a smaller defenseman. But yeah, if he starts showing his teeth a little bit more, start hacking guys in front of the net there, that's going to go a long way with Bowness. That's what he likes, so could be interesting with Ville Heinola. We'll see what happens in the future there. I do expect him to probably get sent down when Dylan DeMello comes up back from injury, but if one of those guys does get traded, I would love to see more Ville. But if this game hasn't showed that the Jets need more offensive firepower and the need to make a move, I don't know what else they really need to see. It's been 2 games now where they've kind of struggled to generate offense 5-on-5, and it reared its ugly head again today, obviously. Only the 1 goal. Not a lot of high-quality chances for Winnipeg. Sure, they had 29 shots, but 29 shots isn't a lot, and most of them weren't high danger. The only one that I can think of that was, you know, a really high-danger chance that got stopped was the Blake Wheeler feed to Cole Perfetti, where Gustafsson made a really nice save off of him. But yeah, I do think the Jets should be trying a little bit harder if they're not already to find a forward to add into the top 6 there. Whether it's a guy like Anthony Duclair, Connor Garland, anybody, the Jets need some help there, and they need to generate more chances 5-on-5. The Jets' next game is on Friday against the Dallas Stars. Hopefully they are up to the task. Dallas is a really tough team, and Jake Ottinger is back between the pipes. So hopefully the Jets can show up and provide a little bit more offense and help Connor Hellebuyck out a little bit. So what did you guys think of the game? I'm sure you didn't think it was good, but leave your comments down below anyway. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully the Jets bounce back against Dallas. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.